Welcome to our channel. Okay, today we are going to continue our topic transportation the circulatory system. Okay, so the before class we discussed about activity 3 and the different heartbeats in different ages and some introduction about the organ called heart. We all know heart is a very important organ in our body, in our life also. Okay, so let us see some small introduction about heart. Heart is a conical or pear shaped organ. Its weight is about 300 grams. Its shape is about our fist of our hand. And the heart is covered by, the heartbeat is caused by the pulse rate. And the heart is covered by two membranes called pericardial membranes. Okay. The heart covered by two membranes called pericardial membranes. The heart covered by two membranes called pericardial membranes. Now, the heart is covered by two membranes called pericardial membranes. The space present between these two membranes is called pericardial fluid. The space present between these two membranes is called pericardial fluid. And how these membranes and this fluid is helpful to the heart. So these are protecting our heart from the physical shocks and injuries, from any shocks. When any shocks occur, our heartbeat increases, and if it increases above the normal, it will cause any heart attack or any cardiac attack. But this pericardial fluid is helping our heart from the physical shocks and from injuries. Okay. Now, heart is covered by four membranes. Okay, please note down these 2 points. Okay, I will rubbing. Heart is covered by four membranes, four chambers. Okay, in heart there is four chambers are present. So what are the four chambers? The upper two chambers are called auricles. Okay, auricles. Or atria. Auricles are just we simply call as atria. And what are the two auricles? The two auricles present in the upper chamber of the heart. Okay. The two auricles are right auricle, left auricle. Right auricle and left auricle. There are two auricles, right auricle and left auricle. Upper chambers of the heart is called auricles or simply atria. Now, the lower two chambers of the heart are called ventricles. Ventricles. There are two ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. Right ventricle and left ventricle. Right ventricle and left ventricle. Now I will show one diagram. This is about internal structure of the heart. Okay. This is all about internal structure of the heart. I am not drawing this real heart. Please refer your textbook. In textbook there is a clear diagram of heart and check these spots. Okay. If I am draw means I can't explain clearly. So this is right auricle and this is left auricle. This is right ventricle and this is left ventricle. This is right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Upper chamber auricles, lower chamber ventricles. Now, what are the membranes which are dividing these auricles and ventricles, or which are helpful in flowing of blood to the right auricle, left auricle and any other auricles? Now, the upper chamber of the heart is dividing the right auricle and left auricle, this membrane, this line dividing the right auricle and left auricle, this is called interauricular membrane. This is called interauricular membrane. The muscular septum which is dividing right auricle, upper chamber of heart as right auricle and left auricle, this is called interauricular membrane. Now let us coming to the lower chamber of the heart. The lower chamber of heart is divided left ventricle and right ventricle and left ventricle. A Maserati septum which is dividing right ventricle and left ventricle is interventricular membrane. Interventricular membrane. Interventricular membrane. These two membranes are dividing the upper chamber of heart into two parts and the lower chamber of heart into two parts. Now, let us come to right auricle and right ventricle, which is dividing right auricle and right ventricle. We will see now. So, before discussing which is dividing right auricle and right ventricle, now let us discuss which membrane is dividing the upper chamber and lower chamber as auricles and ventricles. Okay, this is dividing lower chamber into two parts and upper chamber is two parts, these two. But which is dividing total upper chamber and lower chamber? This line, this membrane is dividing. This is called auriculoventricular. Auriculoventricular. This is called auriculoventricular membrane. Okay, this is called auriculoventricular membrane. Okay, the membrane which is dividing upper chamber of heart as auricles and lower chamber of heart as ventricles, this is called auriculoventricular membrane. Now, now let us discuss which is dividing right auricle and right ventricle. Okay, now the right auricles are open to the left auricles with some small holes. Here there are present some small holes. These small holes are called right auriculoventricular membrane. Right auriculoventricle. Here see right auriculoventricle. These two are right auricle and right ventricle. Right auriculoventricular membrane. This name also very easy to write. So there are blind spots. Here see interauricular membrane because they are dividing only auriculars, so they are called interauricular. Here only dividing ventricles, so they are called interventricular membrane. Here auriculoventricular means dividing auricles and ventricles, so auriculoventricular. The name is also very easy. Now right auricle open into left ventricle with some small holes. This is called right auriculoventricular. Right auriculoventricular membrane. Now the left auricle open to left ventricle with some small holes, this membrane. This is called left auriculoventricular. Left because left side, left auricle, left ventricle. So left auriculoventricular membrane. This is about membranes, the auricles and ventricles, and the upper chamber and lower chamber of heart.